Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So, although my nails are looking a bit Halloweeny, I'm actually planning to glam them up. So I did clean up a bit, but it took off portions that I didn't want it to, so I had to reapply. So I'm just gonna leave them like this for now. And then I just added a little bit of cuticle oil just to, I don't know, make them maybe not get as messy around. So I'm going to be playing with some glitter and some gems because I have messed with glitter before, but I've never messed with gems just because I feel like I'd pick at them, especially if they're larger. So my daughter for my birthday had gotten me this little pack of some jewels, and so I just recently randomly got the inkling to try some stuff. So I do know that I didn't want anything bulky and I didn't want to use a gel just because my skin is so extremely sensitive. I just don't want to chance it. So I'd went through researching ways to do it without using any type of gel or anything like that. So let me tell you first, the base color I put on was LA Colors and Onyx. So I'm going to be going in steps for this. So the glitter I'm going to be using is this. I thought it was so really pretty. It's got all the different colors in it. And I just got this from Dollar Tree. So for 1, 2, 3, I'm going to apply the glitter across the entire nail. To do so, you could either do like a base coat, top coat, whichever, you prefer, or a foil glue, which is what I'm going to try to do in hopes that it'll stay on better. So I'm going with my Maniology foil glue one. Again, I mentioned that they don't have this anymore. Don't know why. But I'm still just going to be, try to use it up as I can. So that's what I'm going to do to start. So I'm going to end up, because this doesn't have an open, it's just the holes. I figure if I try to pop this off, it's going to make a big mess. I think I'm just going to put it into my dish. And I do clean it out, so it should be fine. These are like flakies in a sense. They're not very small. I mean, they are, but there's like pieces of larger portions in there, and that was one reason I really liked it. Also, I have a piece of paper here folded in half to where I can catch any extra bits and just place them back in there as needed. Also, I think I'm going to be applying them just with the brush. It doesn't matter to me what kind of brush. I'm just going to go with an art brush I have. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the 3 different nails and go from there. Okay, so you can tell on this one that it's white. Whenever it's clear, then I can proceed to apply the glitter. So I'm trying to decide. I may just start with this one and then do the other 2 at the same time, so I don't make a big mess touching my fingers together or anything. So as you can see, the bottom area is already clear, the top portion is not. So I may just go ahead and start at least on the bottom because I don't want it to like dry all the way up. Um, and kind of decide from there like if I want to add more. So to do that, I could add more glue and just get it till I get it to my desired look. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not get it on that top portion yet. Okay, so what I can say right now is if you wanted it to be thinner, which I like it thick, that does not bother me, um, a top coat may be the best way because if you're working with it while it's still damp, it could be easier to glide as to where I can tell this is automatically sticking. So it's not easy to move. So up here, I feel like that's drying. So I'm just going to go ahead and proceed. And I just chose a black base. I just thought that would look nice and pop the colors. Okay. So at this point, I'm looking at it. I don't know. I don't really necessarily want to get it too close to my cuticle area because we don't want to have a problem. But just get it a little bit if I can. And then I'm going to take just my finger to press down because you see how some, well, you might not can tell right there. See how it's kind of poked up a little bit? Just going to press down with my finger. If it comes off, it's fine. But no, it's staying so far. Press it down well. Well, got a little bit that came off, but not much. Just to try to make sure it's down in there good. Mostly that top portion that's got some little pieces that came off. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with these two, and I'll be back. Okay, so what I wanted to do for these two is to only apply it to the ends, kind of like a French tip in a sense. So I'm thinking at this point, I want to kind of, I don't know, do it like a, I don't know, this may not do what I want, but basically like that. Can always add more if needed because I want to leave this portion open, and I'm going to do that on this nail as well. So while I'm waiting for that to go clear, I'll just mention that I realize this is going to be a bit time consuming, and I've been planning to do this for the past several days, and because I knew I needed the time to be able to sit here to do it, I haven't been able to, just lots of things going on and catching up on things. So make sure, you've got that time to set aside to do this or do it in pieces if you can walk away for a little bit and come back to it. So I just want to make sure I get all the glitter part on first before I get into the jewels or what did I call them earlier? Gems. I call them gems. But before I get to that part. Okay, and I am fine with that. Also, I'm using my lint roller just to get extra pieces off that get on my fingers, but I'm not getting too much on there. One thing I can also tell is that will need to let it kind of sit to make sure it's completely dry before I apply any kind of a top coat over that. But I'm also not going to be applying the top coat to these two yet because we're going to do the jewels first. Yeah, I'm working on my left hand. But I also wanted to mention too that it does take a minute for the glue to dry down enough to apply. And you could use a stamper, but the reason I did not is because the glitters to me, I don't know, some of them I feel like might be a bit pokey and I don't want them to poke a hole in my stamper, even my old ones. So I just decided to use the brush to apply. So that's just, up to you what you would like to do. Hey, 2 hours later. So now, let me show you. First of all, I'm going to use these blingies. I thought those was really pretty, and those are from Walmart. That glare is gonna not let you see it too good. Okay, this I picked up from Amazon. It was not expensive or anything, but this portion is to help pick up the gems, and you can move it where you if you need to with this side. I tested it. It does work fine. Happy with that. Someone I saw mentioned if you use your dotting tool. No, they licked the end of it and picked it up, but you could probably use water just to dip it in or so. I don't know. I didn't try that. I just decided to do this. So let's just start with these. Okay, thought that thing was lying to me. It said I left this on so I'd remember to open, push down, turn gently. But I left it on there so I wouldn't forget. So they're very blingy. And I think, actually, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and take this and grab, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try this size. Oh, I dropped one in the other. That's okay. Just get it over here. Oh, get off me. Okay, where'd it go? It's stuck. Okay, well, I guess that's a good sign. It's gonna stick. But not there. I'll get it eventually, don't worry. Oh, it's stuck, it's stuck on the other one. Listen, friend, this is my first time. It'll be okay. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just start on a simple note. Let's just do those two. And then I also got these ones from Amazon, and I decided earlier I was which one I was gonna go with, and now I'm trying to remember. I think it was this one. But they got different sizes. Now, the larger ones, they're gonna be too big. So I'm going with the tiny one. And so, same thing with this. Just get one out of here. I can't see. Let me move it over here. Okay. Well, where did this one over here come from? Oh, oh, I'm dropping them. You go back, and you go back, and I don't know which one you came from. Are you the same size? Because I'll be needing you later. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get it here in a second. Let me just pause a minute. Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go back to that same glue. I think I'm just gonna touch some of it to my dotting tool. I think. Let me just do this one and decide. I think what I'll do first is where I'm gonna put the middle one. I think I've decided I'm gonna go up and down with them instead. And I think for this first one, I think I'm just gonna start with do one at a time, just so I can get the hang of it first. So I'm gonna let that, while that goes clear, actually, since I still got some on here, let me just go ahead and add this one, or this portion, because I really, really, really hate to waste. I hate it with a passion. Get all of it on there I can. I'm not expecting this to be perfect by any means. Again, it's my first time to try to do any kind of gemstones, jewels, whatever you want to call them. And I'm also gonna do another one right there, but I'm just gonna wait for just a minute. I don't know why in the heck I'm so nervous. Like, okay, calm down. It's just nail art. It'll be fine. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna go to my Salon Perfect top coat that is made for glitters, glitter gloss top coat and go ahead and apply it to my pinky. I'm just go back to the three. So 1, 2, and 3. And I also got to keep an eye on this that it don't over dry. Also, this top coat is a thicker top coat, which I guess is the reason it is made for glitters. So I've just done those 3 nails so far. So this bottom one is looking ready sooner than the other one. I'm going to go ahead and just apply one, and it can just sit there. And I use this one, press it, or move it if I need to. Don't want to move it, just try to get it to sit. I really didn't know how much glue I should be adding for these. Should add more. I really don't know. Again, trial and error. We'll see how it goes. And the reason I went ahead to add that one was because I can still see it enough because once it goes clear, I'm gonna have to kind of look for where I placed it. I could put a little dot there just so I'll know, but you all know how I do. I complicate everything. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and place this one as well. Now this one, I do want to move a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it for a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do my third dot. Just leaving you unpaused because that way you can see what I'm doing. All right. I know I got a bunch of glue. It's okay. And originally I was thinking of doing them this way, but I decided I wanted to do it up and down this time. Okay. I got these dots. Went ahead and did them all. I'm getting the hang of it. Go ahead and place this last one on this one. Also, I don't know. I feel like this just push a little bit. I feel like it because it starts to move it when I don't want it to. Oh, like that. That was my bad. I think I'm liking this one to do that. I'm gonna let it set for just a minute and then I'll do the pressing down. And those two, they have like different kind of little color tones to them. They're kind of, I don't know the word. See how they like, you can see like different colors in them, like that. Okay, just kind of seeing. So I'm kind of playing around in my head about maybe trying to get some of that glue and putting it just around the jewel as well and see if that will maybe help prolong its stay time. And I'm also trying to remember I got to watch for those. Okay, so for this one, these two are ready before that middle one. So I've got those on there. Now, I'm not exactly expecting these to stay on for a very, very long time. If I could get 2 days, oh shoot. See, I would be happy. But again, this being my first time, trial and error, I'm learning. I'll see how it goes. Now, when I do my dishes, I'm using my dish gloves, or cleaning. That will help. Okay, this one's come over too much. That was my bad. Um, but we'll just see how it goes. And I did go ahead and apply glue around the other ones. It should dry clear, so we'll see how that goes as well. Okay, a couple of things I'm going to say. I think the glitter here is going to need one more coat of the glitter top coat. I feel like this glue it stays tacky for a long time. Don't know if that's a normal foil glue thing or if it's just this one. I also read you could do like nail glue, like what you would use to apply fake nails, but I really wanted to try this since I already had it. So I feel like sometimes it's still kind of moved, so I'm really not sure it's gonna work at all. So I'm still gonna have to play with it and see. So I'm working on this hand, and when I'm done, I'll be back. Okay, so I've got them done the best I'm gonna get them. What I'm gonna say is I do like the glitter. I don't have a lot of hope in the glue keeping those attached, but we'll see. Now, at this point, I probably will consider um trying just using what do you call it? Um, like like I was talking about earlier, an artificial nail glue to see if that'll help. Um, yeah, it's really all going to depend on how long it stays. Now, I do like it. Other than that, if it stays, I'll be happy. Now, my cleanup did not get completely done. I'm still just want to make sure everything sits very well before I be doing anything else. And I did get, of course, put on more cuticle oil, and now it just look all greased up. Try to get some of that rubbed in for you. Part of me is like, whose hand is this? I don't even recognize because I don't ever do things like this. But yeah, if it will stay, I will like it. But it is definitely time consuming, so just make sure you got the time to do it. I really like the glitters. That's real fun. Now, I'll say too, I thought about on these two making those matte, but I really wanted the glitter to be shiny, so I just decided to leave those um, shiny as well. And if you have any pets, your pet hair is gonna get stuck in the stuff. It gets everywhere. But you can't really see the blings of the colors on the blings in my camera, but they are there. There's a little bit you can see, but probably should have waited to put on the cuticle oil because now it just looks like one whole big wet area. Now, if you're one that does the jewels on all your nails, oh my goodness, bless you, because I can see how that takes a lot of time. But I really do hope they'll stay because, when you do your nails, you do want it to last a few days. So I'll have to update you, friends, but I do greatly appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so very much, and until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.